Welcome everyone to another episode of Gotta Go Fast. Today, we'll be looking at Metal Gear Solid, released in 1998 on PlayStation 1. Metal Gear Solid, to quote the title, is a tactical espionage action game, and that pretty accurately describes it. From a high level, it looks just like any other 3D action game, but the beauty of the game's design lies in how you approach the many different situations you are presented with. Sometimes you have no choice but to go in guns blazing, and many times you have the ability to decide the tactics you use to progress throughout the game. Want to take out every guard you see so no one will find you? Sure. Want to use pure stealth to avoid conflict? Of course. Want to simply run around like Rambo? Why not? Previous games in the series had a little bit of stealth aspect to them, but the limitations of the systems at the time severely hampered a lot of what the game's creator, Hideo Kojima, truly wanted the game to be. It also didn't help that we got the incredibly gimped versions of Metal Gear 1 and 2, compared to their Japanese counterparts on the Japanese home computer, the MSX. Metal Gear Solid was a chance for Hideo Kojima to truly stretch his wings and experiment with all the possibilities that a 3D game could provide. Dynamic cameras, character animations, voice acting, and even more. Plus, let's be honest, whose mind wasn't blown by some of the craziness of this game? Like when Psycho Mantis reads your mind.
Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I can see into your mind. So, you like Suikoden? So, you like Azure Dreams? You like Castlevania, don't you? You enjoy role-playing games. I see that you enjoy Konami games.
When the game first launched, it did anything but stealth its way onto the market. It was met with unanimous praise for the boundaries it pushed with the current hardware's limitations, and showed that you could truly make a game that had a movie-level quality to its storytelling and presentation. I mean, literally half the game is cutscenes and codec calls, and let's not even get started on the later games, like Metal Gear Solid 4 and its 1 hour long ending. Jokes aside, no one can deny Metal Gear Solid's impact to the industry and story writing for games. For this speedrun, we'll be playing through on normal difficulty and changing things up a bit for a more glitchy run. Normally we would face about 10 boss fights during the game, but we'll actually be skipping more than half of them via some sneaky tricks. The speedrun community refers to this run as an any percent run, whereas the more traditional route where you face all the bosses in the game is simply called the all bosses run. We'll be starting off by doing a very simple glitch that allows us to skip almost 30 minutes worth of gameplay. However, the game gets put into such a weird state as a result of this that we have to basically do more glitches afterwards just to allow us to even complete the game. In total, we'll be doing 4 glitches. The first is known as the vent skip, which allows us to skip from an early segment in the game to midway through the torture segment. Next is the weapon glitch, which allows us to skip a cutscene and a boss fight both separately. And finally, this one doesn't have a formal name, so I'm just going to call it the box drop, which lets us skip past a boss and mini-boss fight. Major props goes out to Jaguar King, who created a great YouTube video that fully details everything you need to know about the any percent run, down to the T. Make sure to go check him out and give him a follow if you're interested in doing a run like this yourself. Let's break down our runtime. In total, we're looking at 15 minutes to perform the vent skip and escape the torture room, 20 minutes to finish Disc 1, 10 minutes to make it to the Metal Gear Rex hangar, 20 minutes to deal with the PAL key card nonsense, Unfortunately, there's no way to skip that. And 15 minutes to finish off Metal Gear Rex and Liquid Snake. This all comes down to a tight 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'll be playing through fairly safely, stopping to grab some extra health and ammo items to ensure I don't botch the run completely. The current world record time comes in at just a few minutes over 1 hour, so how close we get to that is going to depend highly on how efficiently we pull off some of the glitches we have to do. Alright, let's do this. It's time to go fast. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Gotta Go Fast. I'm your host, Savior X Tannerin, and today we're going to be playing through Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. Really good favorite of mine. This is also kind of an interesting episode because it's the first one we're doing so far that is actually involving glitching to a heavy amount. On the Mega Man X4 run, we did it a little bit, but not so much on like the Resident Evil 2 run. This one's going to be fairly heavy glitching about how to like break the game a little bit to get through time fairly fast. So, but let's go into it. Let's see if we can pull it off. So time is going to start when we select normal difficulty here. End time is going to be all the way at the very end of the game after we get through the last cutscene of the main cutscene of the game. There's going to be a segment where it goes to black and shows some white text about the number of bombs or nuclear weapons that are left in the world. That's our end time there. So start to end all the way through. Let's see if we can do it. Alright. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this opening area, pretty chill for the most part. Luckily we just need to, we basically just need to get through it as quickly as possible, but there's a set amount of time. So like that opening area is basically where the quickness ends. Because there's about 2.5 minutes or so of time we have to just kind of kill down here, really. There's not a heck of a lot we can do about it. We just need to not get spotted here. That's essentially the major thing to avoid. So we're just going to slip past some guards. The goal here is we're just going to grab some rations. Those rations are just going to be some lifeblood we hold on to just to make our life a little easier. But that's all they're really good for at this point. There is one little thing we need to do with this bottom guard down here. We basically need to distract him off of his path to avoid him popping up when we don't want him later. So we're going to get ourselves all the way up over here into this corner. So what's going to happen is the elevator is going to come down over here, right in front of us. And there's a guard, the bottom guard rather more, that's going to come up from down here. He's going to walk through over here, and then he's going to wind up nearby the elevator. We need to prevent that from happening specifically. So what's going to happen is when he comes over here, he's going to head over to this left side here along here. We're going to be on the right side. We're going to tap the wall to get him to come around and investigate. And that's going to just take enough time to get him off the path where he is to prevent him from coming over here when we don't want to. So right over here, as soon as he turns around, we're going to tap. Boom.
What was that noise?
Now he's going to investigate. We're just going to hop over here so we stay out of his way. And then he's going to come back around. And then we hop back in here. And we're golden. And now we wait for another 30 seconds or so, give or take. Yeah. There's a couple times we just gotta have to wait in this run. That's not much we can do about it, really. How's everyone's day going today? Everyone having a good day? Anything interesting happening? Having a good night, day, evening, lunch, fourth meal, dinner, runner, whatever time might be for you. Right now it's like 9 o'clock at night here, so it's kind of late, but it's starting to be the beginning of spring. It's like nice warm weather, things you can enjoy. So it's a good time. So we're going to slip right behind this guy right over here. As soon as he comes out, we're going to hop in the elevator and then just scoot our way straight up. And now we're good. And now we get to play cutscene skipping, the best part of this game. I'm joking, it sucks. My fingers want to kill me for doing it all the time. But yeah, there's going to be a fair amount of cutscene skipping we're going to have to do here. The cutscenes are pretty easy. That's just mashing the start button for the most part. It's the Kodak calls that are not fun. There's no good ways to skip them. You just have to rapidly tap your buttons to just plow through them as fast as possible. Not much you can do about it, unfortunately. And I'm hoping, to dampen the noise as much as possible so you're not hearing them go off too much, but Literally, it's just slapping the keys as fast as possible to get through them as quickly as there. But yeah. Luckily, there's like a couple of segments where it gets really bad with some codec calls. Like the longest one's like 45, 50 seconds of just slapping your keys. Are really hard to just skip past stuff. But not much you can do with that. Alright, we're now in gameplay. Yay! So first thing we're going to do is we're going to slip by these lights as they pass. We're going to run in, grab the chaff grenades, and then we're going to toss the chaff grenade right over here so that we can slip in right by this. Grab the stun grenade here. And then we're just going to make our way all the way up over to here where there's a vent. And we're going to toss the guard and slip inside. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's talk about tips here. So general things you should keep in mind. Like even if you're not doing a Metal Gear Solid speed run per se, just things that are helpful to know. So animation-wise, like movement-wise, if you have a weapon equipped, like something in the weapon slot, you actually move faster than if you don't have something equipped. Like the length of the animation, I'm going to describe it, is physically longer. So you'll notice that I'm going to have a weapon equipped pretty much at all times if I can. The only thing is that the throw, where you actually like toss a person over your shoulder, you can only do that if you don't have a weapon equipped. So you'll see me run around with a weapon, then quickly like tap it off to throw a guard, and then put it right back on. If you tap it quickly enough, so if you're actually in the middle of a throw animation, and then you tap the R1 button to equip your weapon, you can cancel out of the throwing animation. It saves you like a second, maybe at the most. Not a crazy amount of time, but like I said, speedrun records, if you're going for that stuff, it adds up. So equip the weapon, up over here. We're going to tap to distract the guard to make him move over this way, and then we're going to hop right in the elevator to go down the first floor. Now, we're going to do the first skip we have in the game, the vent skip. You can actually technically do this at many different parts of the game. This is not like the only location you can do it in. But, it's a neat thing. It's a neat thing, actually. So we're just going to turn around, duck in here, look up, and boom, right through the wall. This is honestly like the easiest glitch, in my opinion, to do throughout this whole thing. Like, it's actually, I think it took me like a minute to learn and get the timing down right on. So now that we hit that door, that's our vent skip timing. So now we're doing good. So we skip that right there, allowed us to skip like 30-some minutes of gameplay, which is pretty dang good. But now we wait. So we have to go through this whole first torture segment. We have to wait for Johnny to pop his way through. It's a grand old time. Just beautifulness. But what can you do, chat? What can you do? But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna wait here. We're just gonna have some good times. Have some good times, chat. Hold on. So now that he's inside there, we're going to be ducking underneath here really quick. And you'll see why in a second. We're going to get right over here up to this line. And so what happens is normally when he comes out, he sees you and, does this regular thing. If you hide when he's gone, he will come out and he'll like alert instantly and then run inside here. We don't want him to run inside yet. We just want to basically get him alerted so he kind of wakes up a little bit. So as soon as the alert sound goes off and he spots that we're missing, we're going to slide right out from the bed. He's going to spot us again and then go back to his route. Why do we do that? Because basically normally he would fall asleep as soon as he comes back from here and you waste like 10-15 seconds of time. But if you do this to kind of alert him, he wakes up and just goes straight into his room. That saves a little bit of time overall. So, it's not bad. So you're going to watch it, you're going to hear the alert go off, and then we're going to step out. And boop. And we step out, and we're good. So now he's just going to go right back on to his pacing. And now we wait. But yeah, so we're gonna go to a torture segment coming up here. We just need to mash through really quick. We're gonna submit to the torture. We're gonna take the bad ending. If you could do the good ending normally, if you wanted to, and you say Meryl, but there's not like a huge gameplay difference. Like endgame, you get the bandana as opposed to the invisibility suit, which bandana's cool. Invisibility suit's a little cooler though. But we're just gonna, it doesn't really change the gameplay, and all you really do is you lose like 4 to 5 minutes of time having to save Meryl and stay and just tapping through this stuff. It's just not worth it to spend the time to do it, honestly. So we're just gonna submit, take the bad ending, and give ourselves back like, you know, a couple minutes of time.
Had enough.
But yeah. So what did this vent skip really do? Just to give you some perception into it. We skipped meeting the DARPA chief, the mini boss fight that happens with all those armed guards afterwards. We skipped meeting Revolver Ocelot. We skipped fighting Raven in the tank. We skipped fighting Psycho Mantis. We skipped fighting the first time a Sniper Wolf. Yeah, that's what we skipped. Like a crap ton of gameplay. It's kind of crazy. But it puts us into this weird state where we don't have weapons and items that we should. So we need to get those weapons and items in order to put us in a good state. But what you'll notice is that, like, so the way the game works is you gain ammo and inventory space size for certain things, like chaff grenades, rations, just like straight up regular ammo reserves. You gain them as you defeat bosses. However, we haven't defeated any bosses yet. But at this point in the game, it's expected that we've like beaten like 4 or 5 boss battles, so we would have a lot of ammo reserves. So when we go to pick up something like the sniper rifle or the Stinger missile, we don't have enough ammo to use it. So it's going to show, so it'll pick up and say we have the item, but we'll have 0 out of 0 inventory item slots for ammo itself. Yeah. So we basically have to kind of fiddle around with gameplay a little bit in order to get us through some areas when we don't have weapons to use. Prime example, when we fight the Hind D, the helicopter, we need Stinger missiles to do that. But we'll get to there and we won't have Stinger missiles to use. We'll have the weapon, but we don't have the ammo to use with it. So we can't beat him. So in order to get past that, we have to do some more glitches to skip past him so that we can actually get to a point where we have what we need. It's kind of silly. So Otacon's going to come down here, he's going to say, "Hey Snake, I got some stuff for you."
Where?
And then he's going to give us ketchup, and we're going to use that ketchup in order to fool the guard to escape. Because apparently ketchup looks like blood when you lay down on top of it.
Wait.
So we're going to get over here, we're going to kind of scoot into position a little bit, get in nice and deep, and then we're going to deploy the ketchup. And now we're going to put our key card on, just while we wait. So as soon as he comes around, he's going to spot us, he's like, "Oh my god, he's dead!" And then we're going to get up, choke him out, and then get the heck out of here. Easy peasy. Oh my god, he's dead! Ah! Oh no, we're just letting him catch up, we're kind of silly. And choke him out, and boop. What's interesting is, like, technically, you need him alive for storyline plot purposes. So, like, you're not supposed to be able to kill him, really. It's kind of weird like that. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to head down to the second floor basement. We're going to pick up the sniper rifle. We're going to pick up some grenades. And we're going to pick up the SOCOM. We want all of those things. We need the sniper rifle, bare minimum. We want the grenades, because they're going to help us with the couple skips we have down the road. And we want the SOCOM because it's just kind of nice to have for the run, for me at least personally. So we're going to throw some guards. We're going to slip past some enemies real quick here. And hopefully get this right. Nope. This is really annoying to get through. There we go. Got it. Whew. It's a really tight fit to crawl through there, and it's really annoying to deal with sometimes. Alright. So we're good. So we're now going to slip down. We're going to grab these grenades over here. And then we're going to hop over here. We're going to grab the SOCOM. And then we're going to run up north really, really fast. To try to get ahead of those guys. And we couldn't. So we're just going to wait instead. Ooh, that was really close. Alright. Now we're gonna go up there. We lost a little bit of time, but you know, we'll make do. We didn't get spotted. That's the important thing. Because if we get spotted, we're gonna lose even more time. All right, so we basically just made out time. We really didn't shave off a heck of a lot, but we'll make do at least. All right, so we're gonna make a little detour before we escape. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna grab the silencer for the SOCOM. And the reason for that is it just, like I said, we only use it like once for the run for me personally. You don't really need to grab the SOCOM at all if you're really good at it. It just helps make life a little bit easier for me. There's a segment where it comes in handy taking out a guard so you can just not have to worry about them just trying to spot you. So we're going to slip through here really quick. There's a pathway we need to follow. And we got it. Golden. Now we're just going to run past this tank that we would have fought normally, but we didn't. And then we're going to head right for the exit door. And bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to get a little bit of a health bump here because we normally would have gotten into a boss fight. But now we don't have to worry about it. So we get a little health boot. We're going to run up here, grab this ration, because I like having rations on me. I'm still like not 100% super confidence in the run. And like I said, if I had like months to practice this nonstop, it'd be good. And that's kind of the aspect of this show as a whole. Like, it's not necessarily that like I have a lot of time to practice every individual game. It's the fact that like, hey, how well can I do in a game, whether I know it or not, in about a week to 2 weeks time span with whatever practice I can accumulate. Like, that's the ultimate end goal, is to try to see what I can do in a short time frame. Like as if any regular person would play this. So, yeah, we're gonna grab these grenades as well. We're gonna run up here really quick and slip past that guard who's turning the other way, grabbing the elevator, and now we're gonna head down. Now from here in this floor, we're gonna grab the Nikita missile, because we need that in order to make sure we can progress on, because we'll need it for a boss fight later on, basically make our life a lot easier. So we're going to run inside of here, run down here, grab the Nikita, and just barely made it out there before he spotted us. That was close. But pretty good, though. And then we're going to head to the commander room. So, alright, so about a minute, close to a minute shaved off, so that's pretty good. So normally we fight Psycho Mantis, but you know, he's not there. So we just kind of get the health bonus for him, like as if he was there, and just ignore it and keep going. So, you know, it's a pretty good win-win in my book. Ignore a boss fight, get some health from it. And in this segment here, so normally you could just run through without if you didn't want to, but we have the handkerchief of Sniper Wolf, so we're going to use that to our advantage to just get past these wolves really quickly. Because otherwise, if we don't, there's a chance they could attack us, and it just kind of gets frustrating to deal with. But if you just take the couple seconds, you equip the handkerchief and call it a day, it's just a lot easier. It's just so much easier to deal with, honestly. Alright. And now we're going to switch back to the key card. Put on our chaff grenades to make sure we're running as fast as possible, and we're good. Now, normally this way we'd have the Sniper Wolf battle, saving Meryl, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to get a cutscene about when Meryl was shot, when we weren't there for it, actually. And then we're just going to grab some ammo and keep going. And now comes the upcoming area, the Tower Ascent. This part's a little bit annoying to deal with, to be honest. It's like, I can make it through it. It's not necessarily inherently hard to do. It's just a little bit annoying to get the timing right down. You'll see what I mean coming up. So the goal is we're going to be climbing up this big tower all the way to the top, and we're going to face a crap ton of guards along the way. And those guards, we're not going to stop to deal with them. We basically just have to throw some stun grenades and just make our way past them as quickly as possible. So the timing of when to throw them, how many to throw, how many you have on you is very, very tight. Like, I usually do this, I do not have enough to work with. But we make the best we do, kind of chat. So we're going to get one ready. We're going to throw it over there. As soon as it detonates, we're good. And we're going to make our way up the stair climb. So The reason why we do that specifically is if we run through the door and get spotted, we lose a little bit of time, and then we have guards that are like right on our butt the whole way up. So this now gives us a little bit of distance between the guards that are behind us. So we're going to get ready to throw a grenade coming up here. He's going to stun that guy. And then we're going to get ready to throw one very soon here, which is going to stun 2 more people here. Oh, we got shot. That's not cool, man. And then we're going to toss another one here. I'm going to pop a ration real quick. And then we're going to get another one ready. Ooh, we're just getting whacked all around here, chat. Not good. Man, we're just going to take him out really quick to give us a little bit of birth. And we're going to use this last one here on these guys so we can just get by. And then we're going to call it a day. So, there's going to be one more guard we have to... That's all I want to do. Okay, we're going to have this guy in our butt a long way up. So we're just going to kind of keep running. There's one more guard coming up we need to deal with on floor 23. Alright. Here. Oh, that was beautiful timing. Did you see that? Oh, that was good. So we got one throw cancel into there where we threw the guard into the back one behind us, knocked both back, and that gave us a nice little bit amount of breathing room. Boom. Alright, tower ascent. Pretty good. 4 minutes. I'll take it. Yeah. So now we're going to do a... now we have to go a big climb, basically, where we try to get our way down off the side of this building area, because we're going to get blown up by a bunch of missiles. But we need the rope in order to get that way. Luckily, it's going to refill our health a fair amount for us, which is nice, before we do the segment to begin with. And then we have to deal with some sniper rifle nonsense at the very bottom that you could normally get through, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough grenades to deal with to make that easy, so we're just gonna skip it altogether. So now this part. So normally, if you watch people, they're really they're doing this on extreme difficulty, so they have to really be precise about how much damage they take. But people can get to the bottom with only hitting one steam vent and one turret hit from liquid inside the helicopter. So we're just gonna try to make it through and not take as much damage as possible. That's kind of our hopeful end goal. So we basically just want to kind of keep tapping back and forth so that we can hopefully avoid the vents as they come out. Alright, not good so far, but we'll, I think I hit 3 vents. 4 vents. This is not good at the moment, but we're okay, we're okay. We're almost there at the bottom. Okay. Now, as soon as we drop here, we're going to equip the sniper rifle to shoot some enemies at the very end there, because they're going to cause some annoyance for us. So we're going to quickly run over here, put on the sniper rifle, and... Alright, we got one guy down, and we're going to go run and grab... here. I'm going to grab one bit more sniper shots here to get ready to take him out as soon as he pops around. And then we're good. I don't need that C4 technically, but... but I will equip the chaff grenade. No, not the Nikita. Chaff grenade. So he's going to pop out, he's going to be like, Snake! Rah! That's fine, because we're just going to skip right past him. So normally you could pick the Stinger up there, but like I said, we're in a weird state where we don't have any ammo we can hold for it, because we haven't defeated enough bosses. So we can't pick up the Stinger, quote-unquote, yet. So instead, we're going to need to glitch through this area. So we're going to do the first weapon glitch. So normally, if you watch people do this, they will use a C4 to pull it off. For the life of me, I just cannot get it to work with the C4. I just can't get the timing down. So instead I use a grenade, which still accomplishes the same thing. It just takes a little bit longer, I think, and the timing is slightly more important to get right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on a grenade. We're going to toss it, switch to the chaff, lie down, and we're going to get ready to tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to switch right to the stinger. And boom! First time, baby. First time. All right. So what we're doing right now is we basically have this weird state where the game thinks we have one weapon equipped, but we actually have another weapon equipped at the same time. And it's going to kind of put the game into a weird area where we can kind of mess around with the game a little bit. So like right here, for example, we're going to have this chaff grenade grow off in our hand, which is going to allow us to skip this upcoming cutscene that would normally happen, and then just school do all the way to the top. You can see it actually thinks there's a box there. That's like when I leaned up against it, it thought there was a box there. Kind of crazy. So there's some gun turrets up here. So we're going to use that to skip right by them. And we might be able to make it to the second one. Nah, it's going to be too tight. That's fine. So we'll instead do a regular pattern where we normally do it like at the halfway step point. I was hoping we'd get the timing just right where we wouldn't need to use an extra chaff grenade, but you do what you can sometimes. So we're just going to climb all the way to the top. We would normally do the hind D fight at the top here, where like we run to the hind D and we're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We would fight him normally. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, God. Ooh. That could have been very, very bad for a second there, chat. But that's alright. We'll pop a ration. And we'll just keep going. So we can get another ration up here to give us some health back. And we'll be in okay state. So we're going to actually go up top. We're going to basically encounter the hind D, or at least get to the point where we trigger a cutscene where it moves the boxes down below. And then we're just going to walk away. We're not even going to engage in the fight at all. Because we don't have the stinger, so we can't do it. Alright, so we shaved off a lot of time on that. I buffered in a lot of time for that one particularly because sometimes that weapon glitch just doesn't work for me no matter how much I try. It's frustrating, like how annoying it is. But that's okay. We'll take that time back in case we screw up a little bit later. So we're going to run down to the bottom here, and we're going to use grenades instead of chaff this time to make our life a smidge easier. So we're going to chuck a grenade here as soon as we come down. Nope, that timing did not work out. Alright, so we're going to use chaff right now since we're done it. So there's a timing you can get where you can toss the grenade up there and it'll take out the cameras in a pretty good sense. So, here. Oh. Now I got two of them. Not the perfect way I wanted to, but we'll take it. So, chuck and throw. No. Oh, okay, got him that time. There you go. The timing's a little tricky. I still haven't fully gotten used to it yet, but... There we go. That was a good one. Alright. So now we're going to do the box glitch. So the box glitch. So we need to get in behind... We need to get basically on top of these boxes. So we're going to get ourselves into just the right position here. We're going to step down, and boop. And then drop all the way down to the bottom. It's beautiful, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we're going to run over here, we're going to grab a ration real quick. We're going to toss a chaff grenade to get it ready to throw. Yep, I need to have keycard. Alright, so now we're going to do the sniper wolf skip. It's another weapon glitch in order to let us get through the fight without having to worry about actually doing any battle with it, which is nice. This one I feel like I could do a little easier sometimes. I don't know. It shouldn't make a huge difference, honestly, but for whatever reason it does. I don't know why. So we're going to get shot. Boom. And then we're going to get into a Kodak call with Sniper Wolf. We're just going to skip through this stuff real quick. And then we're going to do the same weapon glitch we just did before. We're going to bounce the grenade off of a wall, do it again, and then we're going to equip the sniper rifle this time instead of the stinger. And then we're just going to walk across the snowfield, and we instantly beat it. It's a weird, like, game logic aspect to it, where you can't cross a certain line. depending on what like the state of the game is. It's kind of weird. And boop, got it. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2. And there's the sniper wolf fight. We beat it. That's it. It's crazy. So before we go on, we need to run back towards the main area. We're also going to use the ration too. We need to go back towards the main area, and we need to actually pick up the stinger. Because now we've beaten enough bosses, quote unquote, to give us enough ammo to actually use it. The game is in such a really messed up state, it's kind of ridiculous how bad it is. So we're going to toss a grenade as soon as we get in here, so we can get past these guys. And we're just going to kind of slip right through. And then we're going to hook up all the way over to here. Now, I'm going to go up here and grab this ration, just because I like to have it. And then we're going to head upstairs. Oh. Come on. There. We're going to head upstairs, grab the stinger, turn around, and head back outside to make it for Disc 2. This segment's kind of... Like, I see people do it really fast, but I don't know how they pull it. Like, I see it, and I can correlate why they pull it off so fast. It's just kind of crazy how quickly they can make it through this segment. This is one I could definitely optimize to save, like, a little bit of time, and it would be good. But I haven't fully gotten it down pat. But whatever. What can you do? Alright. So it's going to say we still can't equip it because we haven't killed enough bosses. But we will soon when we fight Raven. So we're going to now head back downstairs. And we're going to head to the right to get a few more chaff grenades because they're nice to have on hand a little bit. And then we're going to make our way back across the snowfield, head down into the blast furnace area, and that will be the Disc 2 segment start. Grab... Oh, it's not going to give it to me. Okay, interesting. Alright. So, we got here through... I thought there'd be more chaff grenades there, but I guess it decided not to spawn them for me. I don't know why. So be it. Alright. So we're now back in the snowfield. We're going to run all the way across. There's going to be a chaff grenade we're going to have to throw when we make it to the other end, because there's 2 sets of cameras that are sitting inside the one room we have to get into. And that's not a bad guy. That's actually just a cute little puppy. I love it. Just a cute little puppy. Just looking out for us. Alright, so toss the chaff grenade, chaff grenade, and then stick inside here, and slip on right down. And now we're in Disc 2. Yeah, see, still 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Like, I, for whatever reason, cannot do that part fast. Like, I don't know if the timing of the way I do it is different than other people, but I just cannot get that part very fast. So why did we grab the SOCOM? We grabbed the SOCOM, honestly, for this part right here. Just to take out that guy. Because he's kind of annoying to deal with while we have to cross this bridge right here. Because if he spots us, he will try to shoot us and we'll fall down the lava. And I want to not fall in lava. It'd be a good day to not fall in lava. Well, that was really good. That movement there is very random, so trying to get a good one that allows you to cross really quickly is just a nice thing to have. And then we're going to take out this guard as well too, just to make our life a little easier. Alright, so we're going to run in here, and then we're going to double back out. So we're going to run in, run back into that room, and then run back out. So, back in, back out. The reason why we're doing that is when you first go in there the first time, the thing hasn't come up yet. The elevator we're about to hop on hasn't come up yet. So instead, we're going to leave and exit that way it comes back up. So it enters just a little bit faster. Just to make our life easier. And now we're going to have a mini-boss fight against some guys. They're going to jump over the railing. And we're going to throw him over. Yeah. Throw him over. And then we're going to choke this guy out, and bada bing, bada boom, take him out. Normally you could fight them and like shoot them with a bunch of stuff, but it's just a lot easier if you just don't. It's a lot easier, honestly, just to like not deal with them. But here, we're going to have to play chaff grenade fun. Because there's a little gun turret over there that just saps the life out of you, and it's frustrating as all heck to deal with. So we're going to toss a chaff grenade, get past this guy, because he kind of sucks. And then we're going to head over here and grab a extra ration. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of claymores here, and I don't want to get blown up, so we have to take our time to crawl all the way over here for a ration. The game developers knew. They're like, we're going to mess with this guy. We're just going to mess with him. That's okay. We figure things out. Yeah. So he almost got me there. I was pretty far away, too. So now we're going to do the Raven fight. So there's a really good strategy for this fight. I'll be honest, I still can't get this one either to pull off. Like, you can watch it, it makes sense for the way, like, the gameplay is, like, how to do it. I just can't, I can't get it right, to be really honest. I just can't get the timing of it perfectly. So instead, we're going to use some grenades and C4 and, actually, we didn't pick up any C4. We're going to use grenades and claymores, and then use whatever Nikita missiles we have, weapons we have afterwards to take him out from there. Just to get some initial damage on him, because the Nikita missiles would be nice to take him out. But you can get him into this weird glitch state where he basically stands there and just kind of nail him with a bunch of Nikita missiles back to back, and it shaves off a lot of time, which is kind of nice. But I just can't get it perfectly timed, so I instead have to just do this. So I built in some buffer for the time. I think we'll hopefully be able to do a little better. We'll see. We'll see. We're at 3... We basically got like about 2.5... By the time we get into the fight, we got about 2.5 minutes to take him out. So if we play the cards right, we can hopefully get through that part kind of easy. We'll see. So we're going to come up over here. Doors are going to open, and then it's time to skip 2 cutscenes. So, cutscene 1, cutscene 2, and... Alright. Toss that over there. He's going to get hit. Yep. I don't want to get hit so quickly with it. Oh, that still damaged him. I'm surprised. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to toss. We're going to alert him so he gets hit again. I'm just going to kind of try to get him into this like little pattern almost. We can just kind of keep tossing grenades and damaging him a little bit. And now we're going to lay some claymores for him. Do a little... Actually, you know what? We're going to use the Nikita. Oop, that hurt. That's the... You want to not do that, chat. Ooh. You're not faring too well right now, chat. Oh, God. Come on. Alright, there's one. There's another one. One more. There we go. Whew. Okay, so it saved a little bit of time. A little bit, not a crazy amount. And we get some more health back, so hey, we win. Alright, so now we're going to get some more Kodak Call fun nonsense. We gotta talk about Naomi. She's so bad, she's lying to us. People that lie, chat, is the worst. Oh my God. So much Kodak nonsense. It hasn't even gotten the worst yet. We're about to get another Kodak call. It's going to come up and make us miserable with the amount of tapping we have to do. Oh yeah. Alright, so now we're about to enter Metal Gear Rex's Bay. Now we get the segment of the game that there's like no way to skip or no way to do faster. And it's not fun. It's not fun by any means. But what can you do? So, now we get to do what are known as the PAL card. So, well, actually, you can see Metal Gear 2 as well. The PAL card is this special key card we have to use to, quote-unquote, deactivate. Not really, though. Deactivate Metal Gear so we can stop it from being used. However, we need to use 3 key cards, but we only have 1 key card. The 1 key card is actually used as 3. In order to use it, so there's like the initial key card state is in, that's 1. If you then take the key card to a cold area, you can cool the key card. And then if you take the key card to a warm area, you can warm it. And each time you do that, it gets into a different state. So it's 3 key cards in 1. Sounds like a cool idea conceptually, and the first time you do it, it's very novel. Later times, though, it's just a time suck. You just have to spend a lot of time running around doing stuff, and it's kind of frustrating just a little bit, but, you know, what can you do? So you have to do that stuff. But right here, we're going to be using a little trick to kind of help us get through this area with as little contact as possible. So there's 2 tactics we're going to be using. One is we're going to be delaying our movement ever so slightly to ensure that we land there, to ensure we get to the area we need to without any guards being there in the way. So we're going to delay our time by basically just doing a punch-punch-kick combo 3 times here. So as soon as we climb down, we're going to do a punch-punch-kick, 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 and then we're going to run. And that's going to delay our time to get there. That's the first thing. The second thing is this concept of skating. So if you notice, I'm like rapidly clicking and unclicking the weapon to allow me to move. Why am I doing it? The advantage is when you're in the act of clicking to unequip or equip the weapon, you actually don't make any sound on the area you're walking on. So if you rapidly do that, you can get through an area without making any sound on the surface, and you move still relatively fast if you do have a weapon equipped. So it's a neat little idea. It helps in a couple areas if you're trying to skate through some places really quickly. So we're going to have a area. We're going to tuss that guard first, and then we're just going to run. We're going to run away from them. Because now they locked us out. So what basically happened storyline-wise is we had the PAL card. It got shot out of our hand, and then it lands in the sewer grate down below. So we need to go down, grab the PAL card, run all the way back up here, put it in, and then go down and do the other 2 card sequences, where we have to go run back to here every single time. It's a long freaking time pull. Like, it's around 25 minutes of the game doing this crap. But whatever. But I get to explain to you a crazy concept that has been referred to in the speedrunning community of this, known as the God Rat. So when you drop this down here, there's a chance that there's going to be a rat that'll have eaten the card. And if the rat eats the card, you have to basically kill the rat in order to get the card back. And the rat can spawn in like one of a couple different locations. But we're going to use the stinger to find the rat. And there he is. We kill the rat, and boom, we got the card. That is the God Rat location, chat. That is like a speedrunner, like, I don't say a dream, like it does happen. But like, that is a speedrunner's ultimate goal, is to get the rat to spawn in that location so you can take it out quickly. Because otherwise, it might spawn like down here in some of the drainage, might spawn all the way around the corner, and that just spends more time doing it. So if it spawns right there, you get in the best spot. And that is literally known as the God Rat. It's the rat that spawns there with the God Rat. Naming is great. I love it. It's fantastic. So we're going to run back up here. We're going to take the yellow card we have, the original version of the PAL card, and we're going to slot it in there. Yeah. Oh, God. Alright. So, I wasted enough time there. I only need to do like maybe 1 punch kick combo because I just could not get on the freaking ladder. I'm going to do 1 punch kick combo and then equip my chaff grenade and then start running. And then as we get closer to the door, I'm going to start doing the skating technique so that I don't make sound. As we're getting close there, because there's going to be a guard that's going to be... Nope. Apparently I didn't give myself enough time. Oh well. So normally that guard would be further on, but apparently I screwed the timing. What can you do? So we're going to run in here, we're going to equip the PAL card, and then we're going to slot it over here into the yellow spot. And that's the yellow card there. So now we have to go cool the card. And we're going to cool it by going back to where Raven is, basically. His boss battle area. And we get to chill there for about, like... a total of, like, 1 minute and 30 seconds or so, I think. Let me skip past that guy there. So what I did there, and I didn't explain it, so what I did there on the way back is we're doing the same idea to stall our time. So as soon as we get down the steps and it does the transition to that main area, we do one punch-kick combo really quickly, and then we start doing the weapon skating all the way around there. Because the timing on that of when he runs down that path, walks down the path and turns around is really tight. You have to, like, lock it in there super fast so that he doesn't see you when he turns around. If he does, you just run. But if you're playing this on extreme difficulty, you can only get spotted 4 times in the game. So the goal is to not get spotted that much, because it affects your ranking that you have at the very end of the game. In their case, you only get spotted 4 times to get the big boss ranking, which is the highest ranking. And if there's 3 times where you are inherently always made to get spotted. So that only really gives you 1 opportunity to actually get spotted. Gives you 1 leeway spotted, basically. So, not a lot of depth to work with, honestly. You take what you can get. But it's not really a bad thing if we get it, because we're not going for the big boss ranking, because we don't have, what am I trying to say? We're not playing this on extreme difficulty, so it doesn't really matter. So now that we're in here, we're basically just gonna pick up some items, and we're just gonna kill some time, because we have to wait basically a minute and 30 seconds or a minute and 3 seconds about or so in order to actually get the card to cool. There's a musical cue for it that you can kind of go off of, but you know, just a little bit of time. Musical cue, I think, would be coming. That'll be coming up soon. So it's going to be right around this time. Almost there. I checked a little too early, so the timing's off, unfortunately. There we go. And now it's blue. So now we can run out of here and then go put in the blue card. So we have to go back across here, all the way up top, put the card in, come and run all the way down here again. You can see why this is a very annoying part to deal with. It's not that fun. But you work with what you can. It's a great opportunity to talk about random stuff, though, while you do all this. Let's see, what's there to talk about? Are you guys enjoying episodes so far? Are you enjoying the show? Are you enjoying RetroFizz as a whole? Like, what do you think about this show? We'd love your feedback, honestly, in any case, whether you want to, like the end slate tells you at the very end of the episode, like, oh, reach out to us on Twitter, or now we now have a Discord server you can join, which is really cool. Or you can check us out on YouTube, and you can also follow us here on Mixer, obviously. But I'd love to know what you guys think about it. You can tweet me directly, Save Your Ex Tanner, on Twitter, if you want to. Like, I'd love to know the general feedback of what people think about this show as a whole. Like, do you guys like it? Do you find it annoying? Is it interesting? Do you like the commentary idea with the episodes? Do you not like commentary at all? Would you rather just the speed run on its own? So there's the guard right there, so we kind of slipped right behind him timing-wise. So let me know. Like, we love feedback on these shows because we're making them for you. So we want them to be exactly what you want them to be. All the same. So there's. Oh, we literally got that like pretty close to time at that point. Not much away we could have shaved off there. I guess it's a tight time. Like, it's literally based off of clock in a way. There's not much you can do about it. 2, 3. Then we're gonna scoot over here and then hopefully slip right. Oh, he spotted us. Oh well. Like I said, we're not going for big boss ranking, so it doesn't matter. I gotta get up the ladder. Okay. So now we got the blue card, so now we have to go do the red card. So the red card, we have to go all the way up to the blast furnace, where we first entered, where disc 2 basically started. So we have to go through the ice area, and then we have to go up both sets of freight elevators. And guess what happens in those freight elevators? Kodak calls! It is what it is. So we have to go through those Kodak calls. One of the Kodak calls where we're running back, where we're coming back down once we've turned the key card red. That is the longest Kodak call in this game. Like, if you're just slapping through really fast, it's like 45, 50 seconds with a Kodak call. It is not fun by any means, but yeah, you do what you can sometimes. All right. So now we're going to go back inside the ice area here. There's actually going to be guards here this time. This is the first time we go in here, which is nice. The first time you go in here, there are not any guards because you need to be able to cool the card down. So it gives you that generosity to figure it out almost, to know whether you can cool the card down so it doesn't put any guards nearby. But now that we're going to go back in and out there's going to be guards all the time. And yeah. This whole red card segment, like, you see 10 minutes up there, like, that is not really much of a overestimate. Like, I think I bake in, like, an extra 15, 30 seconds at the most for this segment, but it's literally just 10 minutes long. It's not fun, Chad. It's not fun. But whatever. Keep going. So, after the red card nonsense, what do we have after that? Well, we have to fight Metal Gear Rex, which is an interesting fight. To try and get the dodging right on is a little tricky. You'll see what I mean. Metal Gear Rex does this like back and forth attack where they hit you with either a set of rockets, or they hit you with a machine gun, or they hit you with a laser. Usually you don't get the laser if you're not super close, and they'll sometimes stomp on you too. We need to get our timing just right so that we avoid each of those attacks, but then immediately after the attack. Okay, cool. So that's good. So that shot means we're not going to get shot going through here, so we get to save a grenade. Yay! Yeah, we need to dodge basically the machine gun that happened, the machine gun attack and the rockets attack, and as soon as the attack is done, turn quickly towards Metal Gear Rex and fire off the Stinger missiles. Like, the timing needs to be down, like, ridiculous. There's not much we can do about it, honestly. And then after that, we have the liquid fight, where we get to fight on top of Metal Gear Rex. Now that fight, you can do that fight really fast if you're good at it. There's a timing you can pull off with punches and kicks, so that you basically stun lock Liquid into this infinite combo attack. I see people do it, and it works. I just have difficulty with it. I just cannot get the timing on it right. It's possible to do, and I can sometimes pull it off where I get like a couple hits in succession, but it's tricky to get right. So we got some more chaff grenades. Guess we could have used one there, couldn't we? Oh well. Alright. So now that we picked up some body armor, which is nice. We're going to... Basically, we just need to wait. This guard's going to go up the stairs. They're going to look left. They're going to move left, look left. They're going to do some stuff. They're then going to walk back down the stairs, and when they get to the middle area, they're going to look left and start to walk. The second they start to walk left is the timing for when the key is warmed back up again. So this one's actually a pretty easy one to do. You just sit here and watch and wait for them to do it. But luckily, while you wait for some time, you can go into that room we just were in a second ago and grab the body armor, which is a nice thing to have on your person. So if you look, we're heated up, we're good to go. So we're going to keep going. But I want to grab the body armor particularly because it's really going to help with the Metal Gear Rex fight to just absorb damage just a smidge. Just a smidge. And it will help us in the long run just a little bit. Oh yeah. And oh yeah, we were talking about the liquid fight. So yeah, the liquid fight, you basically get into this like punch combo. So normally you do 1, 2, 3. But if you get your timing right, you can do this thing where you basically do the first 2 punches, and then you pause for enough time with your input, and then you do another set of 2 punches, and then another set of 2. And the idea is you're never doing a full combo. You're only doing the first 2 punches of the combo. And this is where the difficulty lies in doing this. And people might have better options. Like, what I might need to learn to do is pull my earbuds out of my ears so I can't hear. The reason is that, so in the game, your punches are basically going like this. Boom, 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 boom. It's very rhythmic. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, back to 4. However, the button press you're doing is like this. Da-da, 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 da-da. So you have punches that are going do, 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 and you have button presses that are going do-do, do-do, do-do. So what you hear in the game with the punches is going to be different than what you're tapping to. So, like, it for me, it throws me off so badly, and it's so difficult to get the timing right. And you'll sometimes see I can kind of do it in rapid succession, like I'll do like 3 or 4 sets, but that's about as best I can get. So we'll see. I might be able to pull it off. I don't think I'll be able to do it all the way, but maybe I can get like a good couple good sets of hits to whittle his health down a little bit. We'll see. But this is the longest Kodak call in the game. 45, 50 seconds of slapping around here. But yeah, we get to watch Naomi be sad. She does a little bit of sniffles here and there. She looks so depressed. And so, well, what am I going to do? Ah. And shaking her head. Oh, the things. And then she gets taken away. Because she did bad stuff talking to us. So here's what I was meaning by the punch-punch combo. So, normally it's 1, 2, 3. What you're really doing is this. Yeah. You'll see it when I get to there. I'll pull it off probably a couple of times, and by a couple of times, I'll pull it off a couple of times where I get a couple of sets in, but not a full set. That's just probably what's going to happen. Because the timing is just really difficult for me to get. That would be an area where I could shave off like a minute or so's worth of time if I get that right. Like a pretty decent chunk of time. Alright, so we're going to slip up to the right here this time on the way back. And then go right over here inside. And as soon as we get through, we're going to get ourselves a chaff grenade toss in there and pick up another ration. And slip on by. I think we might be full. Oh, we're going to get some more Stinger missiles. We've got to be pretty close to being full at this point on Stinger missiles, because we want as many of those as possible. I did a practice run of this once where I got to the Metal Gear Rex fight and I was in the second phase, and I ran out of Stinger missiles. So I had to spend like a good 30 seconds running around the map trying to find what they were just so I could finish the fight. It was so stupid. Oh yeah. Alright. So we're going to climb up here. We're going to hopefully get the timing right. No. No. Oh my god. Climb the ladder. Alright. I'm not even going to do a punch-punch-kick combo. I'm just going to skate all the way through, because I think I've already wasted enough time here. We'll stick really far to the left to ensure in case the guard is there. That's fine. We're good. So maybe, I don't know when that guard actually starts moving. That's a good question. I assume he would start moving as soon as the map spawns, so maybe he doesn't move until like you actually cross over the bridge area? I don't know. And there's red card. So we shaved off a little bit of time, not a crazy amount though. Like I said, I buffered in I buffered in 30 seconds to it, and it was pretty tight at 10 minutes even that. Like there isn't really much time to save. You just gotta wait. A whole lot of waiting around. Oh no, Master Miller is Ocelot. Oh no, I keep saying Ocelot. I mean Liquid Sin. So we're gonna get gassed, but we're gonna not get gassed by contacting Otacon instead. Game bar, get out of here. Alright, so we're gonna just wait by the door here. We're gonna equip a chaff grenade, just so we can move a little faster. In fact, we're also gonna equip a ration to put on our body armor right away. That way we can just get right into the front of the fight. Tap. Now we're gonna run out here. We're gonna grab this ration, and then we're gonna chase after Liquid, who's waiting right there for us. And cutscene. Alright, so now we're gonna go right into the Metal Gear Rex fight. We're gonna skip some cutscenes. Skipping some cutscenes. Alright, now we're gonna just hop right on and get our stinger. We're gonna equip the body armor too, because I had that mistake once where I didn't have the body armor equipped. And I took way too much damage in the beginning. So this is what we're basically doing, is a whole bunch of rapid firing and tapping to get the timing of this right. Oh. And try to not get hit like that. So normally you can get the lock on there, but like trying to get the lock on is a little tricky sometimes. So instead I'll sometimes do these shots where like I don't lock on. Take some damage there. Pop health real quick. Run over here. Nope, still don't take damage. And fight. Boom. Alright, so there's the first one down. Now we're gonna skip some cutscenes again. And now we just have to basically wait.
It's not good. I can't do it. I can finally die.
No, I can't do it. No. We can't do anything here. We just basically have to wait. So I'm not gonna put that buzzing for you here. But the first part of the fight's down. So we're doing pretty good. So we got 20 ammo, so we should have more than enough to finish this fight at this point. And we're okay on health, I think. Yep. I don't know. It's sad. I like Gray Fox. He was really good. Alright, so we're basically... Ooh. I'm gonna take that hit. Whoa! I got double hit there, chat. What the heck? Okay, well that's some ball hockey. Alright, well, we're gonna have to work with this then, I guess, chat. Alright. I got double hit somehow from that, like, rocket he dropped. That was not fun. So we're gonna have to kind of work a little fast here. Ugh. Make the best of what we can do. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, run away, run away, run away. Ooh, it hit by the laser that time. Even though I doesn't normally drop that laser unless I'm super close. I didn't think I was close enough. Yeah. Right, pop a ration. And, okay, that's fight. Ooh, okay. Didn't want to take any damage there. Alright, I think we're going to come in just at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Depending on how quickly I can do this fight. So we might lose a little time. But we've been doing really good. We've been saving a bunch of time we've estimated so far. So I think it's okay to have one screw up, just that was not a good screw up to have by any means. We'll work with it though. We'll roll with the punches. Alright. I know, come on, come on. I don't know if I can do this fight in 30 seconds, we'll see. Ooh, that hurts. So now instead we have to hit him in the cockpit area. It's a little trickier to hit, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, don't hit, don't hit. Dang it! Oh. Luckily, those machine guns don't hurt nearly as much. Oh, but that laser hurts a good chunk. Alright, I'm gonna take this nice and steady. Oh, so close, so close. Let's not get hit by missiles. Okay, we almost got this. Okay, whew. And that's time. Alright, so we lost about 47 seconds, but we saved time here. And between the time that we saved on the red card and the yellow card, it's pretty much negated that time. So, you know, roll with the punches as best you can. Alright, so now we're at a nice unskippable cutscene, so I get a minute to switch the arms, get a small swig of water.
won't die as long as you
Alright.
live. Too bad.
So this area here,
was a failure.
we basically,
Destroyed Metal
so
Gear.
this is the like final fight against Liquid Snake. Well,
Fighting.
it's all a final fight. We'll see.
A world where warriors
But we basically need to do like we're doing a boxing match with them up here. We don't have any weapons, we don't have any health items, it's just one-on-one health fight.
was his dying wish. When he
And
was young,
we need to
during the Cold
take him out and also
world
knock
needed
him
men
off
like
the
us.
top of Metal Gear
We
Rex
were valued.
with the finishing
We
blow.
were desired.
Because if we don't do that, he's just going to continue to regenerate a little bit of health every single time. So that's where that infinite combo thing happens, where you just kind of keep going, ba-boop, ba-boop, ba-boop. You whittle his health down really well, get him down to nothing, and then you can just knock him off.
Losing our place in a world that
So
no
it's,
longer needs
the timing of it's going to
a
be
world that now spurns our
tricky,
very
to say the
existence.
least, honestly. But we'll
You should know that as well as I do.
we'll do the best we can. We'll make it work. I think we'll still be good on time.
$1 billion.
We've got,
to bring chaos and honor
let's see, we've
back
still got an
to
estimated
world gone soft.
10 minutes of time more to go, or 10-ish minutes. So we got 5 minutes of breathing to work with. So we'll see if we can shave off a little bit of time.
But as long as there are people,
But I'm going to use the trick I told you about. I'm going to remove my earplugs for the time being while that fight happens. That way I can't hear my punching in the actual animation, and that might be able to help me get that timing right. We'll see. We'll see if it works.
I don't want that kind of world. Ha! You.
Yeah.
So why are you here then? Why do you continue
another
to
cutscene.
follow your orders while your superiors
Sit
betray
here
you?
and wait.
Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You
We're so close.
enjoy
Even with that one little botch of the Metal Gear Rex fight, that was
Are you denying it?
that was
Haven't you already killed
stupid.
most
Getting
of my
hit twice by
comrades?
those missiles.
That
was very stupid.
I watched your face.
Nothing you can control.
Did it?
Is what it is.
It was filled with the joy of battle. You're wrong. There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny
So
it.
close.
We were created to be that way. Created?
So close. Okay. Now we can see some cutscenes. And almost. And we're gonna have a Kodak call. And da-da-da-da-da. So this one's a little bit of a long Kodak call as well too. They're basically gonna drop a big nuclear bomb on us, and we need to get the heck out of Dodge to prevent getting blown up. So that's how this is all kind of going down at the very end with this. You have the liquid fight that has a timer on it because Meryl's gonna die, even though she's already dead. And then you have the escape aspect where you need to get out of the building. So we have, when he does this thing, we have, normally you have 3 minutes. If you die and you restart it, you get 3 whole minutes, but the first time he does it, he has this like intro thing he does, which takes like about 30 seconds off your timer. So you really, the first time, only get 2.5 minutes. The second time and the subsequent times, you get the whole 3 minutes. So, let's see if this works. Take headphones out. See if I can get the timing right, chat. We'll see. So there's a specific pattern to how I want to throw him. So I want to throw him once here, get down here, run up here, throw him again, and then... Oh, no! And that's it. Botched it. Whoa! That was... Sucks. We're gonna play it safe. Come on. So there you go, you kind of saw a little bit of that comboing happening there. There was a little bit more of it.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
Yeah, the timing is just not fun. Oh. Come on. Oop, nope, gonna get that kick, dang it.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Alright, come on.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
A little less damage more than I want to. Oh, okay. Okay, we're close, we're close.
Out of time!
Yeah, oh god, ooh. No! God dang it. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna come back, we're gonna come back from it. I get a little more time back this time. See if I can pull it off again. No! Keep getting too close to the corner. There you go. You can kind of see me doing it right there. That was actually a pretty good combo chunk right there. But trying to get it is like trying to get the timing for it is really tough.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
We're gonna play it safe right now because we're low on time.
Better hurry!
As I say, play it safe. I get hit.
What's wrong, Snake?
Oh, come on. I keep getting these weird like locks where
What's wrong, Snake?
I only hit him once for whatever reason. Like that. Like I should have gotten him with all those hits, but it didn't count them.
You're out of time.
Yeah, like what the heck? Some of those like are not hitting. I do charge. Can't really take any more hits. So I can play extremely safe. I'll be fine on the time for the bomb. But it's the time on... Like, we should still be fine for time endgame. I just need to not get hit anymore. Oh, he's so close. I gotta knock him. There we go. Whew. Alright. Alright, so we have enough time to finish this, definitely. But I, did not do so gracefully there with these runs. I'll still beat time, that's what's important. Alright, so now this end segment here, we basically need to get to the very end. This segment's actually pretty easy to do. I've never botched this once. So I feel pretty good about this.
Darn, no keys.
Come on. I'm gonna grab, throw you here. And I'm gonna use this guy as a human shield to not get hit.
I got it. Snake, jump in.
And now we're gonna fire some gun action. Guns a-blazing! Alright, so now this segment's actually pretty easy, repeatable. There's a little bit of variance, but it's pretty easy to do. So first thing you do is, you're going to look first person, you're going to point your camera so you're like right about here, where you're looking at like an angle, and then you're just going to start firing, and as soon as he comes up to here, you're going to automatically turn to face this barrel, so blow it up, and then turn to this guard and take him out as well, and boom! Look at that, no damage on that first one. That was actually really solid. And now you're going to do the exact same thing again. You're going to line up like right around here. You could use like the... And we're going to attack this guy here. And then we're going to run over here and shoot this guy. The third guy we don't have to worry about because he kind of gets in this weird state where he's not going to actually hit us from there. It's weird. I don't know why, but it happens that way. And then once we kill those three, we're going to rush through again. And now we're going to face a returning villain. Because you know he wasn't actually dead. That's how this game goes. It's Liquid again! He's still not dead somehow. But we're basically going to look at this guy and we're going to do this kind of like spiral motion where we duck a little bit and then we sweep back across. So as he moves, we give him a little bit of breath. We don't turn and face him right away, and then we turn and we'll get him as he moves. And then he's going to get right behind us. So now we basically just need to keep ourselves pointed straight and then readjust back when he knocks into us. So we're just going to kind of do this. And then re-shift back so we can shoot him. Readjust back. And now he's going to go back to doing the swerving thing again. We're going to do this a whole bunch more. And now we're going to go at an angle, so he's going to come up this way. And we basically just need to get ourselves in a position so that we continually hit him when he gets right there. So if you put your gun right about where I am, you'll kind of stun lock him into this great animation. It's perfect. And then we're at one more final sequence where we just need to kind of stand right behind him and shoot him a little more. We're so close. So close, I can taste it. Alright, time's coming up soon. So we're going to have some ending cutscenes here. We're going to skip past all these cutscenes. It's going to be white for a little bit. As soon as we see black text. So we have a Kodak call first. So we go through this Kodak call. We're going to have another cutscene. We're going to skip that right away. As soon as we skip that, it's going to show black text about bombs being dismantled. That is our escape endgame right there. So we'll probably come in just shy of 17 minutes? Yeah, 17 minutes. We lost a lot of time on the Liquid Snake fight and a little bit on the Metal Gear Rex fight, but we, think we can get, chat. It's still probably going to be a personal best for me, I think, by like 30 seconds or so, give or take. Alright, so we got this skip come up here, and it's coming. Time. Woo! Alright, 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 55 seconds. Oh, that was a stretch one there. But hey, guess what? We still beat our time of 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yes! Oh, alright. Feel a little good about that. I shaved off a little bit of time here and there by not picking up so many things. So that worked out well, because that gave us back time that we desperately needed because we screwed up 2 of the endgame boss fights. Take what you can do. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a little cut skip to the end here because this cutscene takes a while to actually get through. You can't skip the credits and the ending segment, unfortunately. But there's a final end time I want to look at too as well, because that's our comparison. So, I could probably talk over this at the same time while we're waiting on this, because it's interesting. So you might be curious, where do I get these numbers from for, like, tips and helps and whatnot? So if you go to speedrun.com, it's actually a great dedicated website for speedrunners and tracking runs, displaying top time runs, submitting your own runs, guides, videos, the whole 9 yards. It's a great resource for people who are interested in the speedrunning community. So the process I use when I look at a game is I go on there, I take a look at what the top times are for stuff, and I use that as an estimate gauge for whether I can do it given episode lengths, because we don't want an episode being like 8 hours long, because that would just be madness to do that, now wouldn't it? We'll try to find reasonable runs for like in the 1 to 2 hour bucket for a little bit. But if you'll notice on the Metal Gear Solid runs, they show 2 run times actually when you do it. They'll show like the clock runtime, like this time above here that I'm computing, but they'll also show the in-game timer, because the in-game timer for this game is super accurate. It's actually more accurate than like humans trying to get the timing down for this. So most people rely off of that in-game timer to actually specify how long the actual run is taken. So we're just going to basically snip to the very end of this. You'll see a little cut transition here in a second. We'll take a look at what the end run time is that and see how that compares to kind of where we're doing for our time above this. So yeah. So, see you in a few seconds. And welcome back after that great cut that I just put in here. So we're going to actually take a look at the final time and see what we got in here. And 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 22 seconds. So that's like, you can see that comparison time where it includes like the end game time filler that we can't skip at the very end there. So that's why there's that extra almost 8 minutes worth of time tacked onto there. But anyways, there's your full total run times there, 1:16:55 and 1:23:22. Thank you very much for everyone who watched this episode. Make sure to let us know what you thought about it. Leave a like, comment. Make sure you're following RetroFizz on Mixer, and if you have anything you want to suggest for games in the future, make sure to tweet at RetroFizz or tweet at myself at SaviorXTanman. Use the hashtag GottaGoFast and let us know what games you'd like to see played. Alright, till then, catch you later. Thanks for watching this episode of Gotta Go Fast. Let us know what you thought about it. Got a game you'd like to see us try or want to share out your own speedruns? Tweet at RetroFizzTV and use the hashtag GottaGoFast. Also, don't forget to follow us on Mixer, YouTube, and Twitter to stay up to date on all the latest info for Gotta Go Fast and RetroFizz.